How do you focus with ADHD when Slack, last minute code changes, and code reviews, stand-ups, meetings constantly break your flow during your day? Today, I'm gonna show you a simple focus system for developers with ADHD that took me years to build. Thanks to this system, I moved from being an average student at university where it took like almost double the time to complete my studies to a principal engineer in top banks like JP Morgan, Deutsche Bank, and NatWest. So by the end of this video, you're gonna have a simple 3-block structure that you can use tomorrow that will protect your focus and will help you understand how to be successful with ADHD. And stick around because I have also created a free PDF that with the checklist that you can download. And if you're new, I'm Anto and this is my channel, Grow with Anto. So if you like the content I make, don't forget to like and subscribe. So let's start with the problem. For our brain, the constant context switching is a nightmare. It's already a nightmare for everybody else, but if you have ADHD, constant context switching can completely destroy your motivation during the day and lead to that feeling of you have been busy all day, but you have achieved zero. Nothing is completed and you feel also exhausted. So this generally leads to that feeling of imposter syndrome where you are also feeling that you are letting your team down. Even if you're working twice as hard, you are barely delivering something. So the solution to this is not to fight your ADHD or going against your nature, but is to build a system that is gonna help you creating pockets of focus time where you can do the actual work during the week. So now, let's see how to stay focused at work with ADHD. There are 3 blocks I call the 3P system. So the 3P system, you have plan, protect, and process during the day. So let's break them down, but you should see this as a cycle where you have multiple plan, protect, process cycles during the day, and these cycles you can adjust them based on all the other activities that you need to do in your team. So the block 1, the plan, is where you are doing the planning of the activity that you need to do. So dedicate not more than 15 minutes to this activity, pick the task that you want to work on, grab pen and paper, and start breaking it down into a list of action, a list of steps that you can complete now. So once you have that, this little piece of paper is gonna be your map. The game is to not deviate from what you have on the paper. So every time, look back at the paper. Are you doing something else? Go back to that. So for me, it's extremely important to have everything written down on paper because that will always bring me back to what was my initial goal. So don't let anything distract you. Now that you have the plan, the second block is protect. In this block is where you do the actual work, is where you go in deep focus and you need to just make sure nothing will distract you. So there is only one rule, no interruptions. To achieve that, what I do, I try to isolate myself and I do everything possible to remove distractions. So I disable notifications, I make sure I don't hear noise, I use noise cancellation headphones. And the other thing I do, I have 2 monitors, and on my 2 monitors, I open all the applications that I need to use, one next to the other. I don't even want to switch it up because that will distract me. So I must have everything accessible, everything visible, and I don't want overlapping windows. I don't know if it's just my thing. Let me know if you do something similar, but that's, for me, that's probably the most important aspect because by clicking around, I will get distracted. So the essence of this part is do whatever you can or whatever stops interruptions. Just do it. The other thing of protect is how long it's gonna last. What I do is generally create a block of 2 hours. For me, 2 hours is a good balance between isolation from the rest of the team and deep focus. So that will give me the actual time to get something done from start to finish instead of having something half-baked. So after the block 2, protect, I have block 3, which is process. Process is where you deal with the chaos that has been happening and was outside of your isolation window. So go back to Slack, go back to your email, update your Jira tickets, all these activities. That's the time to do it. I try to dedicate half an hour to this activity and then I take a break where you can have your meal, your lunch, or have a snack, go for a walk. There are few rules that I have based on the day for what I'm gonna eat. It's also very important to pay attention to what you eat because that can completely destroy your productivity for the afternoon. So if you're interested in this aspect as well, I may make another video about my eating habits, when to eat, what to eat during the work week to maximize productivity and focus for my ADHD brain. So now that we completed the full cycle of plan, protect, process, what we need to do is get ready for a next iteration. So is the repeat part. Based on how big is going to be your protect time, you can have 1, 2, 3 cycles during a single day. Generally, I try to have 2 blocks where I have 2 hours of deep focus each. So I have 1 block in the morning, 1 block in the afternoon. But this is again entirely up to you how you need to organize your day and do all the other activities. So you need to experiment a little bit and see where you find the right balance. So now to recap, here is an example of the schedule. You start at 9 a.m., you have your stand up with your team, and then let's say it's going to take a little bit of time. So allow enough time during the day. Don't try to have everything scheduled super tight. So 9:45, you start with your block 1. You spend 15 minutes. By 10, you must be ready for the block 2 where you protect your time and you are isolating yourself from the rest of the team, from the noise, from the chaos of your organization, and you do deep work. Spend 2 hours. At 12, you should be ready for the process. The process, again, is looking at all the notifications that you missed, all the messages, emails, updating tickets, doing all these activities that are inherently highly destructive, and then take a break. After that, so spend half an hour on the process activity, then take a break. My recommendation is go for a walk. Change the environment, go for a walk. Fresh air is going to help you and is going to give you more energies for the next block, for the next iteration. When you come back after your break, let's say it's 1:30 p.m., you start again block 1 plan. 1:45 you have block 2 protect, and plus 2 hours is going to be 3:45 block 3 process. Spend half an hour on that, take a little break, and then get ready for the wrap up of your day. Do whatever you need to communicate with your team or complete the notes in your agenda or start planning for the day tomorrow. So I have created a free 1-page PDF where you can have exactly this schedule that you can print out, have on your desk every morning. Just go through it, write down. It's free and the link is down in the description. You may also be interested in the free ebook that I wrote a while ago that is for ADHD developers that are aspiring solopreneurs. So it's my ADHD friendly framework for solopreneur engineer. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and see you in the next one. Bye.